Anja Bryant here. For discussion board 3, my intended career path is nursing and eventually becoming a PA. Now, for this third discussion board, part A, I picked the word laxative, which comes from chapter 8, because a patient would be given a laxative occasionally, and explaining it to a layperson or a patient, I would say the following. A laxative is a substance that acts to loosen the bowels, and it breaks down into two parts. Laxat, which is to loosen, that's the root, and iv, which means the nature of or quality of, which is a suffix. And the way that I can remember it, laxative sounds very similar to relax, and that's essentially what it does. It actually relaxes the bowels and lets whatever obstruction pass. So to a patient, I would just say it's going to relax your bowels, this laxative, and is going to allow you to pass whatever is obstructing you. Now, on the next slide, I have included some popular laxatives. As you can see, some can be natural and some can be active ingredient type of medication. On to the next part. Thank you. Hi, and welcome to part B of my presentation. Part of medical procedure is also administering medication. Now, I picked the word sublingual from chapter 8, as you see to my left, because medications can be administered sublingually. So now let me tell you a little bit more about what that means. Now, sublingual actually means pertaining to below the tongue. It can be broken down into 3 parts. First part being sub, which means below, and that's the prefix. Lingu, which means tongue, and that's the root. And al, which means pertaining to, which is the suffix. Now, when a medication is administered sublingually, not only does it absorb fast, but it's also more cost-effective, and it doesn't hurt to administer it, basically, for the most part. Some of the disadvantages are mucosal irritation and just general distaste for it. It can be a little bitter and medicine-y tasting. Now, how I would explain it to remember it better, if you think of language, it sounds very similar to lingual, and without a tongue, it would be extremely hard to formulate sentences and be able to speak your language. And sub, you can refer that to a submarine, which travels below the ocean's surface. So an easy way to just put it together and remember it is sub as in submarine, below, and lingual as in language, meaning tongue. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. On the next slide, I have included some popular medications that can be administered sublingually. One of them being a vitamin, a cardiovascular drug, and a very popular generic form of ED medication. Thank you for viewing my presentation.